G'day guys, this is Sam Safar and welcome to the next episode of The Simple Life 2 by 99 Blocks. We are ready to get into it, but first, to look at what I've done. As you can see around me, I've changed the path a little bit. I have added curbs, added a little raised section, some chiseled bits, just because I was sick of looking at dirt and I wanted something more special. So that is what we've done. We've got a little bit more mana in our pools. I put in a little bit of coal that I found. We've got yet another new guard because the old one died, which prompted me to put a few extra sacred lights around. So I've got a few more around the property that basically make it so mobs don't spawn anywhere on this section, which means I can work at night. Now, I want to develop my storage system because the warehouse is kind of out of control. Things are just going everywhere, and I can't find anything most of the time. So I'm always like looking through every rack, going, where is that thing that I'm looking for? Unless I remember where I put it. It's let's see. Where's those elevators? No, see, here's all that. But I get confused sometimes between where I put things. So I thought I am going to build a bigger room. So I came down here and I made this tunnel, and this tunnel leads to a giant storage room. Now, it won't matter that there's so many things in here because eventually all of this will be attached to a RS system, so it will read everything. Now, the reason there's a hole in this floor here, it's not for me to dig down, not for me to jump in, but because this is where the draw controller is going to go. So I need to make a lot of things here. One, I'm going to make some oak trim that I'm going to have to dig up this floor soon, and I'm going to run oak trim all the way over to here. Okay, and then I'm going to basically make, I was thinking of doing it offline, but I thought no, I'll do this on camera. So I'm going to basically make the oak trim run like this. Now, I don't really need to. I don't really need to make it to run to one edge because there will be oak trim in these corner pieces here. But I'll make it run 2 or 3. I won't make it run to the back because the doorway's here. I could split it off, but you know, that's just... Now, I've also put an elevator here, and the elevator leads up to the warehouse. So I don't actually have to run all the way around. I can just use that. So what I need is, I'm going to need some... Well, I need to put this, I don't think that's where it goes, but... Where is it? No, it says limestone. Anyway, I need some wood. I have plenty of wood. And I'm going to... Well, firstly, I have an emerald in my hand for one reason only. I needed to get some string, so I decided that my 5th plot that I had down here, I sat here earlier today making a lot of waiting a lot of time to grow cotton so that I could have some string. Now, I don't think when it comes time, I don't think I'm going to get my farmer to actually farm this, so I will probably pull up the crop. But for now, we will, I got the string that I needed. Okay, so let's make, what I want to make is, I want to turn probably my hammer into silk touch. So make 4 of these silky cloth, and we put that around an emerald. Right, and then I will need to go into the tool forge over here, and I can put that here and add that, and voila, we now have silk touch. So just because I would like to later on, when I'm processing, getting ores, if I get redstone, I'd like to be able to pick up the redstone ore and crush it rather than merely break it, because I can get more redstone out of it. But if I find stone, I'm going to have to cook a bunch of stone for compacting drawers, but I think if I can find stone, then I can just break it and actually get the stone. Right, so we don't need to sleep because, as you can see at the moment, there is no mobs. So I put a sacred light there, and I think I have a sacred light up here, and I got the normal one that's over here. I'm looking at. I'm having issues with my journey map changing to proper thing. There we go. So yes, we got one near the stairs where it was. I think there's one over here, one here, and one over here, and the one that's over these stairs. So that keeps all the mobs away, which means I don't have to keep going and sleeping during episodes. So let us get on with making a lot of. So we're going to need a lot of planks. So I just forgot again. Okay, so I need 48 of these. Actually, I need 52 of these oak trim. So let's see. I don't have room for that at the moment. Okay. Oh yeah, we'll do that. And do that. Okay. And then I'll make 56. That's probably way more than I need. But right now we'll put that in there, and we'll go and dig up this floor. Now, I've got some chiseled lighting in here. So that is how this lighting is done. Basically, I've removed the top layer. Oops. It's getting in the way, I can't see what I'm doing. I really should have emptied my bag more before I started this. Okay. So it should be 11, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Get out of the way. I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, so we need. So as you can see there, that's the top's removed, and there's a layer of glowstone, and that makes the lighting. Okay, so let's go this way. What we might do is leave the glowstone there, and we'll just work around it. Okay. Right. One under there. Oh, it's so cold down there. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, we'll put this back. Right, and then oh, I can't dig with that. Okay. And that's done. So we'll just cover this back up. And then we have a lot of extras. Oh, I made far too many because I thought I was going to go through to the back, but I suppose I could. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We can only go through to one side there. Oh, that's not good. Okay, I'll have to go fix that. Okay, and I will go upstairs and fix that. I'm gonna need some iron. I don't know if I have iron over here. I don't have iron on me. So first let's get rid of some of this extra. Okay. Gotta go back to the warehouse, get iron. I should have grabbed some before. Okay, repair that. And back to work. Let's make one more set. 4. That should be enough. Go to both sides. Many different blocks. There's underground biomes. Now, some kind of caving system under there. I will have to deal. Oh, can't see a thing. I have to deal with that problem later. Just here. Come over here. Stay there. Silly magnets. Okay. Now I have actually forgotten one important thing, and that is that I actually need one more block to fill in that hole so that the draw control actually touches the oak trim. The lighting back, and I guess I will go and make one one more set. Let's throw this over here. Okay, so once the drawer controller sits on that, it will touch these two corners, that one, and that one. And the radius is, the reason why it's 11 out to here, it's 11 out to there, and there is because the radius of a drawer controller is 12 in any direction. So if I put it in the middle, I can have every wall available to me. Now we need to make a whole bunch of drawers. So, I've got some of this wood that I have already. Let's trim. Okay, so we'll start with 64. Oh, that's maple wood. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay, so 3 more. Okay, then what I need to do is basically throw that in there. Should be perfect. Drawers. Now I'm not going to do all this section on camera. I'm just brilliantly going to do the trim. Okay, so that took 21. So this entire wall is going to be drawers. So as you can see, I'm going to have to make a bunch more. Good job. This entire wall here is probably going to be compacting drawers. Just because I can. And these two little walls back here are probably going to be 2x2s. So, well, they may be single drawers, I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Anyway, let's get on with other things. We need to make a drawer controller, just because I want to be able to start to store some things in here. And what will eventually happen is I'm going to run under this using because the ceiling is right here, so using item conduits and some conduit, I can't think of the called now, to hide the conduits. I'm going to link every of these racks down into a slave, so that it will pull out anything that's in the drawers. Anything that exists in the drawers will be pulled out of this warehouse. So anything the delivery man puts in here will be automatically pulled out of here. And then I would attach the drawers, the slave, to the arrow system. So we need some actual cobble, which I probably don't have any. Yeah, there's some cobble. We need to cook that. We need 5 of those. Make 25 for now. And then we're going to need to make, depending on what the draw control recipe is, if it's changed, I guess. No, redstone comparator and a set of drawers. So I have a spare set of drawers on me, do I? Or should I put it? Oh, I put it up there. Let's grab this one-off drawer here. Okay. So we'll put that in there. Gotta make some more crafting stations. Now, once I upgrade the warehouse again, these will all get removed because they don't match the schematic. So, over here we need to do we need now the quartz. So we need 2 of those. We need some redstone. So we actually need 6. Oops. 6 of that. And we need some sticks. There. Okay, so that's ready for the comparator. Great, it's raining. It should be enough. It's gonna need 11. So 2 comparators. 5 stone, and I need a diamond. Okay, so I'm going to place the draw controller facing this direction. Now I should be able to empty some of these things. So let's grab this limestone. There. Now the one thing with the limestone is I probably, because there's 2 different kinds of limestone, so if I right click this into the draw controller, it'll all turn into this limestone. So that's probably the one thing I can't automatically put in there. Okay, I got sandstone, sand, and siltstone. Okay. We'll put some of this green slate in there. And now I should, if I can find where the other gravel and sand. Okay, so we got more green slate here. I should now be able to, here we go. So once I've got everything in here, once I come down here, I can just right click into that draw controller and it will go anywhere. I'll have to lock all these drawers soon. You always want to have them locked once you're automating stuff into them. But yes, I will, off camera, I'm going to work on getting all of these blocks down here, because even digging that out, I ended up with just massive amounts of alabaster and quartz and dirt, and I've got entire drawers here full of quartz cobblestone. So now the other thing is, if you have a look at, let me go and sleep. This will be the last time I sleep in this bed, just because I want to get rid of the rain for mobs this reason. It always seems to be raining. If you have a look at the house, it has a bit of a prettiness to it. It has curtains. So let's get a little bit closer. So I went and I did some stuff inside. So all the house has curtains in all the windows. I just used the same colour because it was easier. I might change it out later. But the curtains are done with chisel bits. I just chiseled some wall and I made these curtain rods. So I thought that looked good. I put a dining table in here. These are Bibliocraft Bibliocraft chairs and tables. The tables joined together. So nice big dining table for a big house. Curtains are throughout. I have moved I got rid of the cyan elevator and I put the grey one in here, just because it's less, it doesn't stand as much. And then if you go down, it leads to this again. But if we go up, we can actually go up again to the second floor. So I put another one, and then we can go up again to the attic. And the good thing about that is that this side of the house doesn't even match, it doesn't even face the attic stairs. So you can quickly get up to the attic without having to go all the way around through here and then up through there. So now, on the bed side of things, so I decided to do some decorating. That's what the Decorcraft table is here for. And I have made the master bedroom. So I've done some more chiseled bits of a canopy bed. So that's a normal Decorcraft bed surrounded by chiseled bits, basically. We've got our wardrobes, of course, our bedside tables, enough chests to, you know, put things in, and we can store clothes in here if we had clothes or armor. But this is probably where I'll run up to sleep. So what I really need to do though is, alongside of this elevator, I need to make some travel anchors, because I don't want to always be running from there all the way up the stairs and then into the house if I want to sleep. So let's have a look at some travel anchors. So it's basically a conduit binder, some iron and some pulsating crystals, right? And which is a diamond surrounded by pulsating iron. Pulsating iron is, that's interesting. Pulsating iron, there we go. Which is made in the alloy smelter, is 1 ender pearl and 1 iron ingot. So what we'll do is we'll get a couple of pulsating iron going, because I need to do it for the quest anyway. So under chapter 12 we need to do we need to do the conduits, so I need to make more of this conduit binder. So first things first, we'll find some clay. Then we will get some gravel and some sand. And I always get those messed up. Okay. Complete. And then we need to make conduit binder out of it. So let's cook up that. Not much. We're waiting. Okay. And one more will be right. Okay, so that should be quest complete. And we get some more conduit binder. And this is open up this. So this is where we can see RF conduit. First we need to do more conductive iron. So let's grab ourselves. See, that achievement sound is loud. I have to figure out how to turn that down. So we need to make the one, the pulsating iron. 3 fused quartz and really 3 fused quartz for both of them. That seems odd. Okay. I've got 2 fused quartz, so we really need to make one more, which is 4 nether quartz. Now I need to get some stuff out of my bag here. I've got some more iron in there. Let's put this sand and gravel back. And throw the clay in there. Nickel, prosperity shards, quartz, coal. So we can throw the nickel and coal. Hang on, that didn't actually work. There we go. Okay, so I'll make 3 of each. So we'll need 3 of these. And we'll need 3 redstone. Let's take 2 redstone. Okay, the harvester and the stone for now. 2 gold. 2 glowstone. Okay, let's make that 4 glowstone. 2, and we'll make vibrant ingots at the same time. Just so that we can make them all. That's part of why I need it. Triple linkers. Okay, so we need to put in alloy mode. Now this, so we need. First, we'll do 3. Now I'm going to, you can turn these into enhanced energy with 2 energetic alloys on either side with more conduit binder. So these 8 that I've got here, I can actually turn into 64. But I'll have to cook up more. How many of these do we need? 3? Yes, so. Oh, I stole the thing, didn't I? The one that's gone slow. A fan dangled. Okay, we'll throw in actually, I need that. Okay, so that's one quest complete. And I'll give us some more. And there's the conduit I already made. So we can claim that as well. I've now made pulsating iron. We need to make item conduit. Now, I don't know if I'll have enough energy. I might go and get some coal while I'm waiting for this. I don't know why it does the quest thing twice. Okay, so let's grab 64 coal. Oh, you have to run all the way back up there. Look, I'm out of breath. Let's stick one in there. Okay, so that's powering away. Okay, so we've got our 3 energetic alloys. We're just waiting for the last one. Of course, it's partially because it needs more power. It's running so slow. And what we'll do is we'll throw energetic alloys and ender pearls in there. Let's use one of those. And now that will create our vibrant alloys. So we'll get a couple more of those. And oh, we still need to do the redstone alloy. But we don't need redstone conduit yet. Okay. While we're doing that, let's take some of this conduit binder. Let's take two sets of it. And we'll put in this. Now this transfers 5,120 arrows. That should be plenty for what we need to do downstairs. Eventually you can move up to Ender energy conduit. Okay, so I'll let that power. Let's go downstairs and let's start to look at connecting this up. So I didn't want to place that yet. Now my plan is to have all of them coming back to here, and to actually have I was going to have a capacitor on each one of these, but I think I will actually just I'll run them up like that, and they will all. I don't have enough. Can I? Yeah, there we go. Kind of a long reach. And I will, off camera, make more of this conduit, connect all of these up, and then I'm probably somewhere up closer to here. I'm probably going to have a big, huge, giant capacitor, vibrant capacitor bank. So, and then the power from that will actually run up into here. In order to power these machines. So, did I? Oh, there it is. I don't know where that. So, yeah, it's over here. Right, so I'll probably have the capacitor bank up closer here then, and yes, an energy conduit will run up there, and then it will, all these water wheels will power that, and I won't have to be putting coal in. So we're probably at the end of the episode. So it was kind of a boring one, I realise. Didn't get a lot done. But we continue on with Ender.io, and we'll get some more quests done. And there's the delivery man busy at his work. The farm doesn't look too bad at night. I like the way the silo and the ship look. I don't know if I'm going to do these pathways up here yet. The pathways are actually more chisel and bit because they are not full gravel blocks. They are actually mostly this panelled cobble with the top 2 layers taken out. Just because if you break the blocks underneath, I don't really want gravel, you know, plummeting and ruining the path. But yes, I like the way the barn looks at night. So I am probably also going to, off camera, I'm going to be upgrading the builder to level 4 and probably upgrading all of these buildings to level 4. So that, the lumberjack, the fisherman, the miner, the warehouse, the delivery person, and at least one of the citizen huts so I can get a farmer. So I have to upgrade the builder, then the citizen's hut, get a farmer, and then I'm going to upgrade the rest. So I'll be doing all of that off camera because it's boring watching me running around grabbing resources. So, Uru, have an awesome week, and I will see you next episode. Bye now.